Rabbi Evan Moffic, the Makam Salel Lakeside here in Chicago. Rabbi, I know these anti-Semitic attacks are up nationwide. You're living it, you're seeing it, you're talking to your congregants as we celebrate Hanukkah right now, such a special time for the Jewish community. How does it look different this year?
It's very different. And I think part of it is, when you think about Hanukkah, you think this is the darkest time of the year. And this is the time when we need light. So actually, Hanukkah, sometimes it feels, in great years, it feels a little superfluous. We're just getting gifts. But now, when we're actually bringing more light into the world every night, it really feels powerful and necessary. We had our celebration at my synagogue on Friday night, and just seeing all those lights lit, I think gave people a lot of hope and a lot of feeling that, things have to get better. We have to make it better.
Is there also fear, though? I mean, we're hearing that from communities all over, that they're afraid to share that light. They're afraid to wear the cross of David, the Star of David, excuse me.
Yes, there's a lot of fear. I mean, I have had people come to me and they're going to the gun range for the first time, which is kind of, a bit shocking. Mm-hmm. But yes, there is fear. But what I try to tell people is, we all have our different responses to fear. But it's also a time to be proud of who we are. And, America now is not 1930s Germany. It's a tough time, a difficult time, but we have lots of allies. We have lots of friends. The Jewish people America has been an incredible place to be. So I try to just encourage Jewish pride in showing solidarity.
How about the youth of your community? How are you having and fostering those discussions as they're trying to learn about what is happening?
It's hard, especially for college students. Mm-hmm. I think the college students are just kind of in shock a little bit about what they encounter on campus. They've grown up in, a big city, have lots of Jewish friends, so forth, very accepted, and they come to college campuses and they do feel like, wow, I didn't know there was so much hatred.
Right, and isolation.
Yes, mm-hmm. Yes, and in college students, they do feel a need to hide kind of what they are. I've seen that more. And with high school students, it's hard to talk to them. Sometimes they don't want to feel vulnerable. And this is talking about, yes, being Jewish makes you vulnerable to a certain degree. So it's kind of cutting through a difficult, it's difficult for them. I've had a hard time kind of teaching about anti-Semitism in a realistic way.
And what is your message to them to take onto their campuses, their call to action, so to speak?
I tell them that they should be proud to be Jewish, and that a college campus should be a place of great morality and justice, in that our cause is just. Israel is, in a very hard situation, and the Jewish people have certain ideals of justice that we stand for, and they should be proud to stand up for that and to not get intimidated by the hatred. And I think college campuses are starting to turn a little bit. So I think you're going to see a little bit more activism, a little bit more pride. And so I tell them that they really are our inspiration right now.
I would imagine you were concerned, as many were, by the testimony on Capitol Hill from the college university presidents of Penn and MIT and Harvard. What do you make of their comments and also their apologies afterwards?
It was so shocking watching that. Part of me feels a little bit sorry, and I don't want to jump down people's throats. It's not just the presidents that are responsible. It's a whole culture within colleges, and I'm sure they were advised by lawyers about what they could say, and they're probably wonderful people. But it didn't feel right that somebody couldn't just say, anti-Semitism is wrong, we're going to do everything we can to fight it, and absolutely we oppose calls for a genocide of Jews. Just speak with your heart.
Right, and with love and compassion and understanding that this is not new, right? This fight is not new. What does accountability look like for those university presidents? One has now resigned.
I think that was the right call, because that university, she had some numerous issues before this. I hope they can figure out a way. I mean, I'm following. I have some friends who teach at Harvard, are involved there. I'm following that. I think her heart's in the right place, and I think that they're really grappling with the issues. So I don't like to see anyone lose their job, but I hope that both MIT and Harvard can truly create a place where Jews feel safe and where all minorities can feel safe.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.